This is Jamaica, Jamaica Centre Back, and you're watching Eddie Vision TV. Like, subscribe, comment, support the page below.
Greetings sports fans, welcome back to Eddie Vision TV, the channel where we look at sports differently. I'm your host Eddie Gona. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And for all my viewers and subscribers, Happy New Year when it comes. Now, suffering a bit from the flu, but I just had to put out this video. I made mention of Coach Algrim, so heading to the UK soon to talk to players. We all know of this. But this is a small warning to Coach Grimmy. Hurry up. Hurry up, because we don't know what Gareth Southgate might do. Now, the England boss was interviewed the other day by Sky Sports, and Gareth Southgate has hinted that two uncapped players could still force their way into his England squad for the Euro 2024. Now, heading into next summer's tournament in Germany, England will be one of the favourites to go all the way. 3 years ago, Southgate's men were beaten on penalties by Italy in front of a packed crowd inside Wembley Stadium. Next summer, the Three Lions will be aiming to go one better and bring home the trophy. Speaking in a recent interview with Sky Sports, Southgate hinted that a couple of uncapped players could work their way into the final squad. He said, "I think there are one or two players that haven't been capped yet that could still make the summer. I'd be certain about that. It should be harder to get into the team now. We're established, we're not an aging squad, so this isn't going to suddenly drop after the next tournament." Southgate added, "Our young players, if you're talking 23 and lower, some of them have got 20 and 30 caps already. So actually, we are where we've wanted to be for 10 years. Pride is something we all have. That's the honor of representing England. That's why I wanted to make English football better when I came here to work on youth development, when I came here to work with the under 21s. So now folks, so you might be wondering, for those that don't get the pictures yet, what implications does this statement by England boss Southgate have to do with Jamaica? We are currently hoping that we can get a few uncapped players to come and represent Jamaica. Now, when Southgate is going to say, I'm going to select two uncapped players, it's a possibility. I'm not saying it has to be, but it's a possibility that those two players could be players that are on our radar. Hence, we need to move fast. And there are a lot of players that potentially we are targeting or have target in the past that have 0 caps for England. A lot of them. And that's why sometimes you don't want to call names, because you don't know who is listening. In the past, a member from JFF stated, "Look, we'll be getting Calvin Phillips. We will be getting Calvin Phillips." And we all know what happened, with the former Leeds man. He's now a Three Lion. You know what I mean? Got his move to City and was capped by England and is now a regular in the English team, even though he's not playing any club ball. So we need to be careful when we announce names. Luckily, I'm not a big channel, so let's hope that the likes of Gareth Southgate is not watching and listening. But a few players, you know, are on the danger list, so to speak. You know, Isaac Hayden has not represented England. You know, Omar Hutchinson, Max Aarons, Morgan Gibbs-White, Jacob Ramsey, Reece Nelson. There are players out there, people. So we need to be extra careful. So shh. There are players out there with 0 caps. You know what I mean? You know, we all know that Max Aarons playing well, Morgan Gibbs-White playing well. You know, so let's hope though. And I'm confident that these players, you know, will not be called up. Let's hope, you know. But at the end of the day, you never know. You know, let's hope that those 2, you know, uncapped players that Southgate might be looking at has no ties to Jamaica. You know what I mean? We don't want to lose any more of our potential footballers. You know, Jamaicans will say Southgate is bad mind, but come on, he's just building up a squad and you know, and being smart about it. Obviously, he wants the best talent to represent England, or you know, have the chance to potentially represent England in the future. So these players will get old eventually. So it's all good and well for English coach to, you know, to be looking to the future, you know, for players. But what say you fans? Do you think that Southgate will now target our targets? You know what I mean? Coach Al Grimson, has he done enough to secure his main targets? You know, time will tell. You know, thoughts on Southgate and what he's doing at this late stage to be, you know, selecting 2 uncapped players to go to a tournament as big as the Euros. Those players obviously will have to be doing good for their club. You cannot just pull 2 players from the bench. So that's good for us. You know what I mean? So I think Reece Nelson is safe, folks. He's safe. Alright. So this is Eddie Guna. Thanks for watching. Always remember, like, share and subscribe.